Hey everyone, the name is Kris and welcome to Gear Corner. Today we're checking out the That Screamer Overdrive Pro 4558 by Formula B pedals. Super high-end Italian, amazing pedals. Every single Formula B pedal that I've tried until now were amazing. So I was clearly excited about this one. Everyone needs a screamer and it's great to have a lot of options. Even though a lot of people will say like, oh no, not again. Every single one of them sounds slightly different. It's the presence, the narrowness, the amount of mid-hump, the amount of compression, all of those things can be different, and it's great to have different takes. Now what's special about this one is that it's not one screamer, it's all three. It has a mode for the TS808, TS9 and TS10. You can open up the pedal and find those little switches that will allow you to choose one of those voicings and just stick to whichever makes most sense to you, whichever works best with your rig, or whichever kind of sound you are going for. And before you say like, yeah, whatever, all three will sound the same, they don't. They really don't. As soon as you play the pedal with a clean or cleanish amp, there's a big difference, and I'm gonna show that to you in a second. But first, here's the intro track. I'm using the TS10 setting on the pedal with the Strat and going into the clean Imperial Mark II. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to slam the subscribe button. That would be amazing. It would help me a lot, of course. Also, you would not miss future episodes coming up. And check out the description box if you want to find timestamps, additional infos, my signal chain, gear links, etc. So it's not a lot to talk about this pedal. I mean, it's an overdrive, right? What I want to do is show you how it sounds. I will show you all the three settings, the 808, the 9 and the TS10 settings. And funny enough, I actually have a reissue TS808 and an original TS10 here on my board. The TS10 is courtesy of a good friend and neighbor, Timmy, you're the best. It's a loaner. I have it here for a couple of weeks now, maybe even months. I think I should give it back. I will show you how the TS808 and how the TS10 settings of the That Screamer compared to the real deal, to the original ones. And that is also the best way of showing you what the actual differences are between those versions. Without further blabbering, this is my clean sound. This is my bypass tone. The 808 is the warmest. It's like really sweet and super mid-focused. Then the TS9 opens up a bit, and the TS10 goes even further than that. So it's like more and more modern versions of the same kind of circuit. That's the evolution of the TS sound, the Tube Screamer sound. has that woodiness of the TS808, but it has the openness of the TS9. So it really is a mixture of those two, and it's to me the best of both worlds. I was a tiny bit skeptical first. I'm like, okay, cool. It has all three settings, like all three generations of the screamer sound, the 808, the 9, the 10. It's all hand wired. It looks cool. It's small enough for all pedal boards. It's like, it's almost too good to be true, isn't it? Like having those different voicings is really fun, but are they really like the actual thing, or is it just a tiny bit of an EQ correction and that's it? And I mean, I know Marco, I know that he's not kidding. I still want to compare it to the original ones, so let's do that. It's not just a little bit of an EQ correction. It's the woodiness, that really cool, interesting thing that the TS808 and the TS10 has. The TS9 not so much, but the TS9 has that extended presence compared to the other ones, and not a lot of low end. So that is like the tightest one, I guess, if you want to go for a very high, very tight, very high gain sound. It's really not noisy compared to very similar pedals, which is one of the side effects, the positive side effects of having high-end components, paying attention to details, etc. Like this is what makes, for example, a Formula B pedal a Formula B pedal. It's not just the circuit and the specs on the sheet, like, you know, on the product page. It's just when you turn it on, when you use it, when you face all those little things like the amount of noise, how easy it is to set it up, and how well it works with other pedals, how, etc. All those things. And yeah, that screamer is definitely one of those ones that if you just want to have one TS pedal, like a screamer, but you really like the circuit, you just don't want to take two of them with you because you like the 808 and have a TS10, and I don't know, you want to use this or that depending on the song or the guitar. This is a really, really good choice for those people. The only thing is that those little switches are inside, so it's not the kind of pedal that you would switch over between two songs, right? I talked to Marco, and he mentioned that some people wanted these switches on top, like top mount micro like toggle switches, but he wants to keep the pedals simple. He wants to keep the visuals simple for sure, and also just wants you to decide for, okay, on this show, for this band or whatever, you know, today when I'm practicing, I just stick to this setting and just set it, forget it. And he doesn't want to inspire people to switch over to another mode every second song. Even though some people would appreciate that, I get it. I also understand Marco's philosophy, which is don't distract the player. Don't interrupt the creative flow and the whole experience of playing the guitar. It's just give the simplest tool that just sounds amazing and let the musician do the thing. Just play and don't worry about little details, right? If you have the good stuff around you, your rig is awesome. Just crank that thing and just play. Don't switch switches all the time, unless that is your thing. But in that case, this is just not your kind of pedal, which is all right. This is the one for the tone junkies who just want the best sounding ones and want all the three screamer types or voicings in one enclosure, no compromises whatsoever. because that is what the Dead Screamer is. I love it. This TS10 has to go back to me, unfortunately. But it's alright. Now I'm not worried anymore because I have the Formula B. Alright, let me know in the comments below what you think about the Dead Screamer, how you like the sounds, and yeah, if you have anything on your mind, do let me know in the comments below. Of course, see you in the next video next week. Bye bye.